Hello everyone, this is Cubing Decoded. Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to solve the Pyraminx using the beginner method, which is also known as the layer by layer method. This method requires you to learn only 5 algorithms, amongst which 2 of them are mirrors of each other, so there are only 3 algorithms you must learn. After watching this video, it should be really easy to solve the Pyraminx and you should be able to solve it in less than 25 to 30 seconds. So let's begin. The first step to solving the Pyraminx is to solve the centers. Before we begin, I would like to mention that I am going to solve the centers on the yellow side. However, it is best that you practice doing this on all 4 colors. Also, I am going to teach this video expecting that you do not know how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube. If you do know how to solve it, then you can skip through some parts where I explain things in detail so that you do understand. So let's begin with this. Before we solve the yellow centers, let us just solve what is this known as the tips. So to solve these tips, which is 1, 2, 3 and 4, you have to match it to its corresponding center. As you can see, this is a center as it has one color, this is another center with one color, and this is the last center with one color. This is an edge as it has this color and this color. This is an edge as it has this color and this color. This is an edge with this and this. So to solve the tips, match it with the center. So this red and blue, just turn it around, you can see it matches and it will match on all 3 sides, so that's good. Next you can turn around and see that it matches. Like that you can do it for all the 4 tips. And now we can proceed to matching the centers. First you have to look for any side which has 2 of the centers. So in this case, as we are solving on yellow, we must look for 2 of the yellow centers, and you can see these are 2 yellow centers. So that's good. Then we must look for the 3rd yellow center which we must match. We can find it over here. Next, to match this yellow center to the 2 centers, you have to see if you can solve it in a move. In this case, you can solve it in one move, as like this, simply brings the yellow center from here to here, and that matches it. You must understand that solving an edge does not matter in the centers, as our target is just to bring the centers, and if an edge is solved, then so be it. However, this is not the only case you can get, as this is another case you can get. This is where 2 of the yellow centers are together, and the yellow center, which is right here, cannot be brought to here in one move. That is, if you turn this around, you can see it is not there. Like these 2 are edges. The yellow center is down here. In order to solve this, you must understand that if you cannot bring one yellow center to the 2 yellow centers together, then you must bring the 2 yellow centers to the one which is alone. That is, you must first look for which side these 2 yellow centers are pointing at. That is, which side does it share. So you can see these 2 yellow centers are pointing at this direction. That is, they can be brought down over here to this side. So what you have to do is bring this lonely yellow center to the side where these 2 yellow centers are pointing at. Next, instead of bringing this yellow center up, which is not possible, you can bring these 2 yellow centers down. So the trick is to bring this yellow center down like this and the other yellow center down like this. Finally, the last case you can get is a simple one where all the yellow centers are alone. In that case, you can just bring any 2 yellow centers together, for example this and this, like this, in one move. Next you can look for the last yellow center which is down here, and then you see which side these 2 are pointing at. So these 2 are pointing at this direction, so it is this side. This an edge, we need the center to come here. The center is here, so we bring the center like this, and then now we can just bring these 2 down with this and this. That solves the 3 centers, and we can move on to step 2. Before we move on, I would like to also mention that at first, while solving the Pyraminx, you might get confused between edges and centers. This confusion will go away with practice. The next step to solving the Pyraminx is to solve the edges. such that the yellow face gets solved, and so does the first layer. If you know how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, you would know that the first step is to solve the cross. In this case, it's our 3 centers, and the second step is to solve the first layer, and in this case, it's the same. So, keep the yellow centers at the bottom. For the next step, the yellow is always facing the bottom. Next, we are going to look for a yellow edge which is on this layer. It can be here, 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 or here and here. That is 6 places. If it's down here, I will explain how to do it in a moment. The point is, we are going to look for yellow edge, say this one. Next, we are going to see what is the other color. In this case, this edge has yellow and green colors. Next, what you're going to do is bring the yellow in front of this green centers. If it's the yellow-red edge, like in this case, it must be brought in front of the red centers. But in this case, we are looking at yellow-green. So you bring the yellow in front of the greens, and you must do a short 4-move algorithm. That is, you can do it intuitively. That is, bring the yellow edge down. So in this case, it's on the left. So you start with the left, bring it down. Next, you bring the right down. Now you undo that. Bring the left up and bring the right up. That solves the yellow-green edge. Next, we are seeing this yellow-red edge right here. We need to see where we have to bring it in front of. So as it's yellow-red, we must bring the yellow in front of the red centers. Next, we must see which side it's on. It's on the right this time. If it's on the right, then we start on the right side, go down, then bring the left down, bring the right up, bring the left up. So if you do that again, that is down, down, up, up, it will come on the left side. So if it's on the left, you start on the left, bring the left down, bring the right down, bring the left up, and bring the right up. Now this solves 2 edges. So we are down to the last edge, which doesn't happen to be up here, because if it's up here, then you can simply repeat what you did. That is, place it on the left or right, and then bring it down twice and up twice. If it's over here, and this doesn't need to be the last edge, it can even be the second last or the third last, but it's recommended that you always do the top ones because it's faster. If it is down here, then you are simply going to hold that in front of you and do the algorithm, that is, bring it down, bring it down, bring it up, bring it up. You can start either on the right or the left. That is, I started on the right just now. You can even start on the left, go left down, left up, right up. And then now you can see it's up here. So is the yellow blue edge. We need to bring the yellow in front of the blue centers. Next, you can match the yellow down as it's on the left. Start on the left, go down, down, up, and up. And that's all the yellow face and the first layer. The final step to solving the Pyraminx is to solve the last layer, that is this top layer right here. To solve that, first you match the centers and see what case you have got in. There are 5 cases you can get. I will separate them into case 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, and case 3. So this is case 1A, where 3 edges are not solved, and to solve them, you must see first which edge is not matched on both sides. That is, this edge is matched on one side and not matched on the other. This one is not matched here, but it's matched here. However, this last edge is not matched on both the red face and the blue face. What you do is keep this behind, and when you keep an edge behind, you're going to have a face in front of you. One edge will be solved and the other would not be. We have to see which side is it not solved. If it's on the right, then this is case 1A. There are 2 algorithms to do this. One is intuitive and it's 8 moves. Another is shorter, but it's not exactly intuitive. I'll be showing both. However, I will start with the intuitive one. So as it's on the right, you're gonna do what you did to insert the edges. That is, as it's on the right, bring the right down, bring the left down, bring the right up, bring the left up. Now, you see that the yellow edge has come up. To insert it, you will start from the left and do that down, down, up, up thing. But when you do that, you literally undo what you did just now. Instead, you must insert this yellow edge in a different way. This is exactly the same as what I taught in my 3x3 video. If you do not know how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, You can check it out in my previous video up there. However, to solve this exact case, from here, as the yellow is on the left, you're going to move it to the right like this. Next, you're going to bring the left up. Now you just undo that, bring the top layer back, and then bring it down. So as fast, like that. Now if you do that exact same algorithm, like this, you're going to see that once again you get a similar case where there's a double mistake over here. You keep the double mistake behind, and you see that on this face the mistake is on the left. So you have to do the exact mirror. That is why this is case 1b, where you start from the left, go down, down, up and up. That brings the yellow to the right, and now you can move it to the left, bring the right up, move it back and bring it down. So when it's fast, like that. Next is case 2, where when you solve the centers, all of them are not matched. That is, these edges, none of them are matched, and this is contradictory to the first case where one of them will have a double mistake. In this, all of them are not matched. So what you have to do is match the edges. You can see that these edges can match in one move, and you will be left with just simply turning these centers. In fact, you might even be tempted to do this and say, oh, I'm done with everything except for these 3 centers. But no. To solve this, you're going to see which direction this needs to go. It can be either anti-clockwise or clockwise. So this green center needs to go here, blue here and red here, which is this direction. If you think about it, this is the anti-clockwise direction. To solve this, you can literally start with any move with the right hand or left hand, but I would recommend starting with the right hand and go up. Next, you must see which direction. This is anti-clockwise, so we move the top face towards that direction. Next, we bring the right down and then repeat that. That is, move in the same direction. Now, repeat those 4 moves again. Bring the right up, move it there, bring the right down, move it there. And that solves it. So when it's fast, it goes like this. When you do that algorithm, you go into the clockwise cycle. That is, the green needs to come here, red needs to go to here, and the blue needs to come here. As it's clockwise, I would recommend doing the top moves using right hand and moving up and down using a left hand. However, you can do both using a right hand, whichever feels comfortable. Anyway, over here, you bring the left up, move the top layer to the left, this, bring the left down, move to the left, bring the left up, move to the left, bring the left down and move to the left. That's all. So when it's fast, like that. Finally, the last case you can get when you match the centers is when one edge is solved and the other 2 edges are flipped. This case is known as the 2-edge flip case for obvious reasons. So to solve this, you must keep the 2 flipped edges in front of you and do the 4 moves, that is right down, right up, left up. Make sure that you start from the right side, and now you can see the yellow edge is on the left. Remember, if you move it away to the right and insert it, it is the first case. If you go back down like this, that is just simply undoing what you did. There's a third way to insert this edge. That is, you move the yellow towards the same direction. That is, as it's on the left, you move it to the left. Bring the left up. Now you can bring this yellow edge back like this and bring it down. However, I would recommend that after you do these 4 moves, that is down, down, up, up, you turn the Pyraminx like this. And then from this direction, that is from here, the green face, that is the front face, becomes the bottom, and the left face becomes the front. And then you go up, up, down, down. That is, start from the right, go up and bring this up, go down and bring it down. Both ways you're going to start from the right, so it's down, down, up, up, starting from the right, and then go here, up, up, down, down, starting from the right. So when it's done fast, like that. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section below. Like and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye.